when I look back on my Etsy and handmade journey and when I decided to start my business and then continue to grow my business, there's really one thing that hurt me early on. This is seemingly not a major thing, but it is something that I can look back on and say that is what really held me back when I first got started in my journey. And that is what I want to talk about today with you guys so that you can learn and not make the same mistake I did. Let's go. Hey everyone, what is happening? What is going on? Welcome back to the Handmade and Beyond podcast. Glad to be back with you guys as usual. Hopefully you had an amazing Christmas. I can't believe it's over already. Now we are racing towards New Year's 2023, and then soon flying cars and all the crazy stuff we saw on the 80s and 90s movies that has yet to come true yet. So I got to look forward to that. But yeah, I can't believe it's 2023 already. Time is just moving faster and faster. My parents always told me that growing up, that time will start to move really, really fast. And that is what's happening. I don't want it to, but it's continuing to move forward. So I'm back. I'm LL, your host, your guide through your handmade and Etsy journey. Glad to be back with you guys as usual. And I have another great podcast for you guys that hopefully will really help you out. And this is something that I struggled with a lot early on when I look at my Etsy journey, as far as how it really kind of held me back. And it's such a seemingly mundane thing. And this is actually kind of related to one of the biggest questions I get, which is what do you work on in your business and how much time do you spend on each of those tasks? And that is kind of hard to answer because everyone's business is built differently. Everyone's niche is different, but there are the same tasks, the same areas of focus for everyone. And one of the biggest struggles, like I said early on in my Etsy journey, especially once I decided to walk away from corporate America and do this full time, walking away from all that structure, everyone telling you what to do, being able to have meetings and all that structure that corporate America brings. When you walk away and you strip all that away, you're left with yourself and your business and literally no structure unless you create that structure for yourself in your own business. No one's going to create it for you. No one's going to be like, okay, Johnny, you have to do this at 10 p.m. You have to go to this meeting at 12. No one's going to do that for you. So unless you do it, it's not going to get done and you're really, really going to struggle. And what really happens and what happened to me is you really take a big hit when it comes to efficiency and moving your business forward if you don't have that structure, which should be a strategic structure. It should not just be like a list of random tasks. You're going to have tasks to do, but you have to have a strategic structure in place focused on three specific areas that I'm going to talk about. So I want to give you three specific areas that you can be strategic with your structure. That really will help you out. And then once I talk about those three specific areas, I'm going to talk about how to put those into action, into basically a calendar of tasks that will really move your business forward if you stick to the plan, if you really listen and enact what I'm going to talk about today. So this should be a really, really powerful episode for you guys. I know it was powerful for me. And this is something that a lot of people struggle with in their businesses. So that's really why I'm super pumped to talk about it today and bring this episode for you guys. Now, I also have something for you that really kind of pairs nicely with this episode. It's a goal setting guide, especially as we come into 2023. This is kind of, it really takes things a step further than what I talk about today. And it really helps you create a bigger picture where you can have your goals and then align them with the strategic focus that I talk about today and your daily action item tasks. So make sure you guys download that at handmadeandbeyond.com/goals. Easy enough. Download it, write on it, use it with this episode so that you guys can really take your business to the next level in 2023. All right, so let's dive in and talk about the three strategic areas that you can break down your business so that you can really move things forward in the years to come in 2023, and you can start doing this right away. All right, so the three specific areas that I want to talk about are the growth area or stage, whatever you're going to call it. It's going to be your focus on growth in your business. Number two is going to be marketing and sales. Marketing your business, focusing on getting more sales. And number three is going to be the maintenance stage. So that's what I want to talk about. Let's break down each so that you have a better understanding of what I'm specifically talking about. So the first stage is the growth stage. So the really how you have to break this down is, what is the number one thing that you can do in your business to grow, to move things forward, to increase revenue year over year? What is that thing that you can do and focus on every day, every week, every month, whatever you want to do? But this is the growth area of your business. It's going to be something very, very specific. And it could change, it could vary, it could evolve over time, but more or less it's going to be the same type of thing for most businesses. And it's pretty obvious. It's a pretty obvious thing. If you want to grow your business more, usually it comes down to what your business is on its head. What do? You sell products, you sell things people want. So in order to grow, you need to make more products. You need to sell more of those products, and usually it comes down to how many products you have. Offering products that people want, offering better products, offering more products, offering different products. Partnerships with different brands, partnerships with different people selling similar things. So there's a lot of things that you can do for the growth stage. More sales channels. To get more sales from different places, maybe not just Etsy. Maybe you want to start selling, on Amazon, on Shopify, on different sales channels, depending on your brand, depending on your niche. That's also a good way to grow. Keep in mind the growth stage and how much time and what you focus on is going to vary depending on your journey and where you're at in your business. And that's what I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. The next stage that I want to talk about is the marketing and sales stage. So these are, this stage is really focused on how can I get more traffic? How can I get more sales? And the actions and things that you can do in your business that really play into that and drive that forward. So this really comes down to promotion, different type of promotion, sales that you run in your business, pricing, different things like that, social media, email marketing, driving your own traffic to your business, if that's something that you want to do. SEO, search engine optimization, keywords, how you're marketing your business that way and trying to drive traffic that way, focusing on your conversion rate and having a good conversion rate, and all the things that play into that, which there's a ton. And I'm not going to go into that in today's episode. I broke that out in other episodes in the past. And then basically how all the things that you're driving traffic to your business, capitalizing on traffic within Etsy already, and tweaking things over time, tweaking your keywords, tweaking your listings to perform better, to convert better. Having the best pictures helps conversion, descriptions, all those different variables helps your conversion rate, and also how much traffic you're driving to your business from other sources, Pinterest, social media, email marketing, and also taking advantage of the traffic that's already coming in Etsy, which you can do a lot of with just keywords and marketing things that way. So that is going to be a big part of your business as well, the marketing and sales stage. The last stage that I want to talk about is the maintenance stage. So this is the things that you absolutely have to do in your business to keep things going, to keep the lights on. So fulfilling orders, shipping out orders, printing out labels, packaging stuff, the renewing listings. This stuff is stuff that you have to do. It's all part of it's kind of the effect of the growth, and the marketing stuff is going to be the actual orders that you have to fulfill. The making of the orders, the making of the product, the buying supplies, keeping your inventory, all that stuff, which can get a little mundane, but it's stuff that you have to absolutely do to keep your business going. You can grow and market and do all that stuff as much as you want, but if you're not fulfilling your orders and you're not paying attention to customer service and quality and all that stuff, then you're never going to get to the next level. You're never going to get to the next stage. You got to make sure that you are spending enough time on the maintenance stage of your business. And that again will change over time. Early on in your journey, you're not going to have a lot of stuff to do in the maintenance stage because you're probably not going to have a lot of orders. It's not, we don't really want to admit that, but it could be a year or two before you're spending any amount of time or real time on the maintenance stage. If you grow a little bit faster, you're going to start to spend more time in the maintenance stage, and you're going to have to adjust your growth and marketing stuff. So it's going to vary, and I'm going to show you examples over time of how you may want to vary your time on these stages. So those are the three stages. Again, it's growth stage, marketing and sales stage, and the maintenance stage. And those stages really should be the same for any business, any niche, any brand. Now, the time that you spend on each is going to vary depending on your depending on your niche, on your brand, depending on your journey. But those are the three areas that if you focus on routinely, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, you are going to get to the next level, and the next level after that, next level after that, and eventually get to your ultimate goal. And that's what people don't really understand, especially as they're taking and running their business, moving it from a hobby to part-time to full-time. They don't often understand. I didn't understand that you really have to have a strategic focus with what you're doing in your business and really kind of think about it. Otherwise, you're just doing random tasks with no structure, no focus, and you're not going to get the results that you want to get because you haven't really thought through the process. You're just doing tasks. So in order to run your own business and get the results that you want, you really got to think about this and break it down strategically. All right, so let me give you an idea of the time that you're going to spend depending on where you're at in your journey. So maybe you just opened your Etsy business, you're a newbie, rookie, whatever you want to call yourself. Maybe you're going to spend about 80% of your time on the growth stage, 10% on marketing, 10% on the maintenance stage. So you're not going to have really any orders. Unfortunately, when you open your business, most of the time it's going to be crickets. You're not going to be an overnight success. I know you want to be, but you got to deal with not having sales first and learning your business and continuing to grow it that way. And continue to move forward, continue to go, but just know that most of your time is going to be spent on the growth area because you need to fill out your catalog. You need to make sure you have enough products. You need to make sure your listings are good. So focus on the growth area, and the sales and traffic will come down the road. You're not going to have to market as much because your product catalog isn't built out enough. So your main focus is building out that product catalog so that you can set yourself up for growth. And you're going to add to the marketing and maintenance as you grow. Early on, that's not going to be your first priority. If you only have 10 products and you're spending all your time marketing those 10 products, you're not going to see a lot of growth because you probably don't have a social media following yet. You probably don't have an email list yet. Focus on your catalog. Focus on your store first before you push out your marketing, and then the marketing and stuff and your products. Your fulfillment will come. Think about a new store, a new big box store that opens up. We're having a brand new Lowe's store that's opening down the street, which is very exciting. But they're not opening the doors with an aisle of 10 products. They're opening the doors with their shelves completely stocked full. You should do the same thing and focus on that when it comes to your shop, and then the marketing and the maintenance will come. All right, so let's jump forward. Say you've been open for about 1 to 2 years. Then your levels are going to change. Maybe you're going to spend 50% on your growth because you got a nice catalog of products going. And then you're gonna tweak your marketing. You're gonna spend 30% on marketing because you're gonna use the time that you took away from growth for marketing. And then by that time, you should start seeing orders. So you're gonna have to bump up your maintenance stage because you're gonna fulfill the orders that are starting to come in, which is exciting. Yay, woo! So we need to dedicate time to it. And as things continue to progress, your levels are gonna continue to change again. Say you've been open for 5 years. Maybe you're going to tweak the growth down 25 to 25% of your time. You're going to ramp up marketing to 30% of your time, 35% of your time, because you're not going to have to focus as much on growth because you're growing nicely. And then your maintenance stage is going to be cranked up to 40% of your time because the orders are starting to roll in. you don't have as much time for marketing and growth because you're getting the orders, you're starting to meet your goals when it comes to that. So that is kind of a sample of wherever you're at in your journey. And that's going to vary, like I said, depending, everyone's journey is different. But just know that you're going to have to tweak those levels depending on what you want out of your business, depending on what you're seeing. So you're taking the information that's coming to you and using it to your advantage, which is a lot of pretty much the entire being successful online and online business is always going to come down to that. Taking the information with the strategies that you have into place and using it to your advantage. So listen to what the stats are telling you, what the customers are telling you, what the numbers are telling you, and use it to your advantage. Don't try to force, a round peg into a square hole. Use it to your advantage and listen to what everything is telling you. So then from there, once you have the areas that you want to focus on, you kind of know how much time you want to spend on each area. You're going to break that down into daily action items. That is key number one. Key number two is you're going to track your items. So every day, usually I like to do it the night before. Okay, what am I going to do Monday? Sunday night, I'll write down, okay, this is the growth area, the marketing area, and the maintenance area. What am I going to do in each of those buckets that's going to accomplish what I want to accomplish the goals that I want to set forth? So maybe for growth, I know Monday I want to put up 1 to 2 more listings. As far as marketing, maybe I want to schedule out an email for the week, a sales email, or maybe I want to schedule out 3 Facebook posts, something like that. And then for maintenance, I want to fulfill orders. All the orders I have in my queue from the last 3 days, I want to fulfill those. And you're going to write down those tasks, and then as you complete each one, you're going to check it off. Mind you, the tasks are not going to always be the same. So think about it strategically, depending on how much time you have and what area you want to focus on is going to determine the amount of tasks that you set forth. And it's okay. You don't have to do each bucket every day. For me, usually I fulfill orders Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. It's a good time frame. I can get stuff in and keep up with my processing times that I have set. So I may or may not have time for the growth area or the marketing area those days. Usually I try to fit something else in, but depending, like for Christmas, I was swamped. So usually those days was all fulfilling orders, making the orders, fulfilling them, and then taking the stuff to the post office to get mailed out. But that now that Christmas is over, the schedule is going to clear up a little bit. So then I'm going to start focusing more on the growth and marketing stuff again. Mind you, a lot of this can be automated down the road, especially some of the marketing stuff can be automated. And then even with the maintenance stage, you guys can start to outsource some of that stuff when it's the right time. Early on, you're not getting a lot of sales. You're not going to start outsourcing your maintenance stuff. But you may want to look into different things that you can do to either, get someone to help you part-time, outsource it in different ways. There's a lot of different things that you can outsource when it comes to the maintenance stage, depending on your business again, and depending on your niche. So just keep that in mind. And especially as you grow, you may want to think about different ways that you can outsource by getting a helper, getting a virtual assistant, getting family member, friend to kind of help you package. There's a lot of different things that you can do. So use the resources that you have depending on where you're at in your journey. But really, again, the key to all this, think about it strategically, break it down, and then track it on a daily basis. And you can even have a schedule. I like to do a loose weekly schedule where I know, like, again, I fulfill orders Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So I know I'm doing that every week. But I may want to schedule in some other things that aren't quite the same, and then maybe like Tuesday is my marketing day where I, send out a specific number of emails, do some posts, and then maybe I do as far as, SEO, maybe I'll do that on Thursdays, revamp 5 listings on Thursday, or any number of things that you can do to improve and fall into one of those strategic buckets. And work that into your workflow and have just a basic general idea of what you're doing each week. And then you're going to tweak it the night before. You're going to write down the specific things, the specific schedule. I promise you, if you guys do this long enough, you will absolutely see positive results. I've done it in my business for a while now, and it's probably literally one of the best things that I've done. And you wake up in the morning, you know exactly what you have to do. You don't have to think about it. You're not like, oh crap, what do I do? I'm overwhelmed already. And what happens? You end up doing nothing, or you do random tasks that don't move your business forward in any logical way. So this will absolutely help give you the structure so that you're not kind of running through the woods blind, not knowing what to do, what to focus on. It'll alleviate stress. It'll create just kind of a better sense of your business, sense of moving forward. You kind of know what you're doing. So I promise it'll help you guys out. And make sure you guys get that goal setting worksheet. Like I said, it takes things a step further. This training, this podcast, you can take that and take things a step further with the bigger picture structure type goal structure that you're going to have. And then you're going to put this underneath that umbrella, and it's going to pair nicely. So make sure you guys get that at handmadeandbeyond.com/goals. Download it, read it, use it, write it for notes, use it for notes, take notes, all that good stuff. So easy stuff, seemingly mundane stuff, but I promise you this is big, big stuff for your business that a lot of people don't think about or realize and make that mistake. So don't make the same mistake I did. Here's the stuff I promise you that will help you. All you got to do is take it, run with it, and use it. And I know that it'll help your business in a big way. But that is it, guys. That's all I got. Stay tuned with some more for some more podcast episodes, some more content moving forward. Make sure if you haven't already, go to the YouTube channel. I will link to it below. Check out the YouTube channel. I have more behind the scenes content, and I talk about some other things relating to my business and my journey. But I'll be back soon. Have an amazing rest of your day, and Happy New Year.